work as a theoretical physicist and cosmologist, and you will definitely be able to recognize his voice. This man is a modern rock star physicist, and his work with the creation of the universe challenges the Church's belief and questions the very existence of God. He attempts to find the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything else. And Douglas Adams came up with a simplistic solution of 42, whereas Stephen Hawking will use theoretical physics. This is very similar to other physicists, but what gets me is that unlike Galileo and Copernicus, who were prosecuted and imprisoned by the Church, Stephen Hawking's battle with religion has been quiet. While the Church disagrees with him, they have left him relatively alone. While he has not been imprisoned by the Church, he has been faced with a battle against his own body, which has left him motionless. At age 21, Stephen Hawking found himself diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. What happens is when you want to make a fist with your hand, the message is sent from your brain using the upper motor neurons to the part of your spinal cord that sends a message to your hand muscles. From there, the lower motor neuron sends the message to your hand, thus you make a fist. With ALS, what happens is the connection between the two disappears and you cannot send the message, and he thus becomes paralyzed. ALS has left Stephen Hawking paralyzed and motionless in a wheelchair. The only way that he can communicate is by using his one muscle left in his body that he can completely function, his cheek muscle. He's using cursor on a computer to communicate. This British professor doesn't like the voice because it makes him sound like he has an American accent. It is impossible to talk about all of Stephen Hawking's contributions to physics, so we will just start with a black hole and see where that takes us. The black hole is created when a star dies. When a star is dying, it burns up all the fuel inside and explodes into a supernova. The remaining matter crunches down into a point of singularity. Its gravitational pull is so strong that it turns into a giant vacuum and nothing can escape it, not even light. Scientists can't figure out what happens to stuff when it gets sucked into a black hole, but they do have theories. The basic law of physics tells us that matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed. For 30 years, Stephen Hawking believed that matter and energy in the black hole could not be created or destroyed. This led to other researchers to speculate that black holes are either the only place where matter can be created or destroyed, or this is a place that is a portal to other universes. This is not the work that got his theory and described. This is not the work that got him in trouble with the Church. String theory, otherwise known as TOE, the theory of everything, is the theory that describes all physical reality. If successful, string theory could explain many of the fundamental questions of the universe and leave no room for God.